yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get theirs. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Singletary diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves,
and oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this returnable for Rager. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1st down, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Final play of the half, Cousins. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Hey, Charles, can you give me a water?
Oh, geez. Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
A nice little juke.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Okay, we expect to see moves like that from Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, Kareem Hunt. But from the QB, rarely do we see moves like that.
He has good footwork. We know that. But, yeah, I don't know that I saw that move coming out of the bag.
Yeah, he'll be a little upset with me later. He'll tell me, I am an athlete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Now Cousins.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the Bills are going to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going up by 40. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on third. To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get... And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The kick by Bass is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fielded at the 20. Shoves him aside. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They'll run with Cook, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad, was on a different level in this game, safe to say we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
It's second down and 10.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's across 4.
Bro just got lost. Bro just got lost. Oh my god. Are you serious? Look at this. Stephon Diggs. This man's ankle. Look at his ankle, though. How does that not hurt? I'm right here. Wait, no. I switched off to this guy. Not Stephon Diggs. To this guy right here. And then Diggs. Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious?
Down, too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now it's blocked. There he goes left side. The 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes right side. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I'm the best Madden player I've ever played. Did you just see that, bro? I'm the best Madden player ever.
Special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48, Percy Harvin to start the second half? Seattle was already firmly in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On first down, Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McKenzie. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point.
Let's go, boys. That was it for this video. I will see you guys in the next Madden 23 football video. Bye.